for PS3, 7 SPEs will be activated. Each SPE has dedicated 256 kilobyte local memories. PowerPC-based core processor has 512 kilobyte L2 cache. RSX is a joint effort with NVIDIA, which has both latest PC and PlayStation capabilities. RSX is the world's most advanced GPU that can synthesize movie-quality graphics. It takes full advantage of the power and bandwidth of cell. One of the significant advantages of RSX is its dual-screen outputs for 32:9 super wide aspect graphics or mainland sub view application for gameplay. Each of the two screens has up to 2K by 1K resolution in 1080 progressive scan. For supporting a supercomputer-like horsepower, memory bandwidth and its size are crucial factors. PS3 has a state-of-the-art memory system. XDR has applied the fastest bandwidth to the cell computing system and dedicated 256 megabyte VRAM system will enrich graphics expressions. As a mass storage system, PS3 will have a detachable 2.5-inch HDD slot. Bus bandwidth is another benchmark for real-time applications. PS3 has very powerful bus channels for each operation. With its overwhelming power, PS3 will be capable of handling both digital consumer electronics and computer applications. For these possibilities, PS3 will have powerful interfaces, including 6 USB ports, memory stick and SD card slots, and a compact flash slot. For digital audio-video outputs, PS3 will have 2 HDMI outputs. Together with PlayStation-compatible AV Mount output and optical digital audio output. Another interface for communication. To meet higher bandwidth for the next generation, PS3 will have a built-in gigabit Ethernet port with 2-port switching hub. Wi-Fi is also a standard feature of PlayStation 3 for communicating with PSP and other devices. For quick response, PS3 will support built-in Bluetooth for up to 7 wireless controllers. Inheriting the PlayStation gene, PS3 will support a wide range of optical disc formats, including CD and DVD, together with SACD playability. And the next new media is Blu-ray disc, which contains up to 50 gigabytes on a disc. We are strongly supporting Blu-ray format for PS3 as a standard feature, and expect to play the same role as we did with DVD. Finally, in addition to games, PS3 will of course be able to perform non-gaming functions such as digital music, movies, and photographs even during gameplay. Video communication over the network or internet browsing can also be enjoyed simultaneously while playing games. PS3 truly is a system to be placed in the center of the living room in homes around the world. Future is almost here with PlayStation 3. Thank you.
The world we live in is full of information. Here we have a world just like reality. Look at it more closely. There is no concept of distance in this world. We can move instantaneously. We can see anything live. And when live images are linked with three-dimensional data, information can be directly drawn from reality. It's like the world of a movie. Take a look at another live image, a common scene captured by a camera. When the camera images are fused with additional digital information, reality can be controlled, giving you an incredible power and freedom. Now let's look at the world of sports. Golf is one of the world's favorite sports. Precise simulation combines the real and the imaginary. Once linked to digital information, you can play on any golf course around the world. Reality becomes data. If reality and information are connected, you can experience your own reality and control it your own way. It's a new way to view information. Imagination and dreams come true.
So please join me in welcoming the co-founder of NVIDIA, Jensen Huang.
And thank you. Thank you, Ken. I'm delighted to be here. And I'm delighted to join you to announce clearly the most important digital consumer device to be built this decade, and one that you've so passionately worked on over the last 5 years. You know, our two teams share a passion for computer graphics. NVIDIA is home to a very large number of the world's most talented graphics design engineers. Over the course of the last 12 years, we've dedicated well over $1 billion in R&D to advance this technology, created over 1,000 patented technologies, including one of the most important contributions we've made to the computer industry, the programmable shading processor. Today, you can find NVIDIA's GPUs standard in the highest performance computers and the most graphics demanding workstations around the world. So you could imagine how excited we were when Ken invited us to partner with him to build the PlayStation 3 GPU. Ken had three very lofty goals. First, to build absolutely the most advanced GPU the world has ever seen. Second, to truly make it possible to synthesize movie-quality graphics in real time. And third, to understand and completely utilize the awesome processing power and throughput of the cell processor. Now, these are daunting goals. The fundamental challenge of graphics, of computer graphics, is that tension between beauty and speed. The x-axis represents the speed of graphics rendering. The y-axis represents the beauty or the image reality of the rendered image. Movies are clearly beautiful and fantastic to look at, but they take hours and hours to render on farms of CPUs. Game consoles, on the other hand, are lightning fast, 60 frames per second, knee-jerk reaction, but clearly doesn't come anywhere close to the image quality that you see in movies. Computer graphics technology used for movies is called shaders, programs that run on farms and farms of servers. It takes hours and hours to render each pixel and each frame. The technology of computer consoles, game consoles, is called texture mapping. Fast, but limited. Our goal with the PlayStation 3 graphics is to overcome this fundamental barrier and bring movie quality images to game consoles at 60 frames per second. Our solution is the RSX, Reality Synthesizer. There are so many new technologies that are introduced in the RSX, and it will take years to describe. It is the culmination of over 1,500 man-years of engineering. There are four, however, that are extremely important in the next generation of game consoles. First, the heart and soul of the RSX, the programmable shading processors. The RSX can process 136 shader operations simultaneously in one clock. Second, 128 bits floating point pixel precision. This is something that's just truly spectacular. Today's game consoles are limited to 32 bits of pixel precision, which means that we can only express 250 shades of lights for each color. And I will illustrate to you later that that's simply limiting and will not achieve the level of quality we want to see in movie-like images. The third, 2K by 1K resolution. Resolution is the enemy of graphics. The higher the resolution, the more pixel processing capability you need, and the more system memory and graphics rendering memory you need. 2K by 1K, 2 million pixels. The highest resolution of HD supported on this game console. And lastly, most importantly, is the overall system architecture to achieve this incredible throughput. Now let me put this all into perspective. The RSX is based on our next generation graphics architecture that has never been seen before and that we will preview for the first time to the world today. There are 300 million transistors on one chip, 500 million vias. These are little tiny 1 micron electronic devices that connect each layer of metal. And if you connected back to back all of the interconnect on this chip, it will reach half a mile. 300 million transistors, 8 layers of metal, built on Sony's 90 nanometer process. Now, another way to think about this is how much performance is there. The RSX has twice the performance of the G4 6800 Ultras, the highest performance GPU in the world today. Each one of these GPUs retail for $500. There will be 2 of them, equivalent horsepower, in the RSX. Now, what is 300 million transistors? Transistors are a bit of an obscure little electronic devices. 300 million transistors is equivalent to, essentially, the Xbox GPU, the PS2 graphics synthesizer, the GameCube flipper chip, the Gecko microprocessor, the Xbox Pentium 3 GPU,